Hi, 10th graders. We are going to continue talking about technology in the classroom today. Our objective is that we will be able to explain ethical and effective ways to use AI in the classroom. So this video is specifically going to be about AI and tools like ChatGPT. So what is AI? I'm sure that you have heard of this. AI stands for artificial intelligence, which just means a tool created by humans that's able to think in some degree. AI is advancing every single year. It continues to get more and more advanced, and we learn more and more ways that we can use it. So it is literally evolving as we speak. Not every tool can do everything, and every tool is also capable of making mistakes, which is why it's really important to talk about how to use AI to help us, and we need to know how to use it effectively and ethically. So what does using AI effectively look like? ChatGPT, which is an example of AI, is a language model-based chatbot, which means that you can essentially talk to it or message back and forth. So just like Siri, you can ask ChatGPT a question and it will respond. And if you're a student and you need help with an assignment, if you know the right things to ask, ChatGPT might be able to help you with your schoolwork. So what are some effective ways we could use AI in English class specifically? One thing we could do is get a general overview of a topic. So for example, you could type into ChatGPT, give me an overview of symbolism or metaphor, and it would explain that topic to you. Another effective way you could use it is creating an outline to help you structure your writing. So you could say, I am going to write an essay about this topic. What is a general structure or outline you might use? AI could also suggest what you can add to topics you already have. So you could say, I'm doing a research project on this topic. I've already covered these 3 things. What else might you add to that topic? And finally, an effective way to use ChatGPT in English could be helping you correct minor errors with your spelling or your grammar. There are obviously pros and cons with using a tool like this. So real live humans can also help you with these things, like editing or getting an outline. Obviously, your English teacher can help you with that. Your classmates can help you. Your parents or your older siblings could help you as well. And we're going to talk about some reasons why you might not want to rely too much on AI. But knowing how to use AI correctly can often save us time and allow us to be more independent and ultimately make us a stronger student and thinker. So right now, I want us to look at several examples of students using ChatGPT in English class, and we're going to talk about if this is effective and ethical for them to use it this way. The first thing that I see a lot of students do is when we're writing essays, students will use ChatGPT to search for quotes that they can use in their essay. So if a student types into ChatGPT, I'm writing an essay about Of Mice and Men, what are some quotes from the book that shows Crook's loneliness? ChatGPT will respond with a list of quotes that you could potentially use in your essay. So here we have a whole list, and you could scroll and see more quotes that they're providing. Do you think this is an effective and ethical way to use ChatGPT? Let's look at it a little bit further. Say that I wanted to use quote number 1 in my essay. So I might type in, what chapter of the book is quote number 1 from? ChatGPT then responds with, I apologize for any confusion earlier. Upon reviewing the text, I couldn't find an exact match for quote number 1. It's possible that the quote might be paraphrased or interpreted. If you need accurate quotes from specific chapters, I recommend referring to the book itself. Okay? So what I want to say is that using AI to find quotes is often not a good idea. They can make up quotes that aren't actually in the book. And if you have inaccurate quotes in your essay, that's going to be a red flag for your teachers that you potentially used AI in a way that was unethical and ineffective. Okay? So looking for quotes, I would not suggest doing this. It often doesn't actually have accurate information from the text. If we know what to ask ChatGPT, it'll help us use it more effectively and ethically. So another common way students use ChatGPT is trying to help them rewrite or edit an essay. If you're asking AI to rewrite your essay, they might say, of course, provide us with the paragraph. And once you copy in your paragraph, ChatGPT is actually going to start rewriting your words. In this example, this first one is the student's writing, and this is the AI. You'll notice that AI really started to change a lot of the student's words. Once the wording is really getting changed and it's no longer resembling your own work and your own writing, that is also going to be a red flag, right? I want to read things that you have written. And when we say rewrite to ChatGPT, it's going to completely change your essay and make it so that it doesn't sound like your voice. So doing something like asking it to rewrite would not be a good use of AI. Instead, we could try the prompt, only fix spelling and grammar mistakes, okay? If we're only fixing the small grammar and spelling errors, it's going to maintain your words and your writing, and this is a much better prompt to use. So asking it to fix spelling and grammar, I would say that is an effective and ethical way to use AI in English class. We want to use ChatGPT to help us learn. So if it's editing your writing, it's good to go back and make sure you take the time to look at what was changed and understand why. So if it's fixing a lot of your punctuation, you should go back and learn why you need to use that punctuation, like a period or a comma or whatever it is. So go back and look at what it changed and learn from it. Finally, we're using AI as a tool, not to replace your own brain. So using AI is like asking a friend for help or using a news article about your topic. Asking ChatGPT to write an essay and submitting it as your own work is cheating, and you will end up with a 0%, no credit. But using ChatGPT as a tool to build on or edit your own work is ethical. So it's really important for us to understand how to use it effectively and ethically.